Combining two of my favorite games, Fallout and Borderlands, I wanted to take the aspects of Borderlands and turn it into a challenge. Vaults litter the wastelands and have very different aspects to each one. Some house armories and others that house social experiments. Whether or not vaults are a major part of the game, so what if you wanted to center a playthrough around that aspect? For this run, I wanted to challenge myself, like really, really challenge myself. First, any and all weapons I have to solely get from Vault. I could craft ammo and other sorts like that, but for any ammo, I would have to get that from a vault. That includes killing enemies and other sorts in getting that. Getting any meds or food would have to be from a vault as well. I couldn't even sip on water from an outside source, as well as of course putting the game on the hardest difficulty. To give myself a little bit of help, I allowed myself to have one companion. Throwing a majority of my skill points into perception, endurance, and agility, I wanted these perks for the benefits relating to combat endurance, more health points, as well as agility, so that I could use VATS more often, as well as perception for its accuracy. Leaving the rest low since they didn't really matter, I got my perks and I threw them in and left. Immediately dropping my pants and everything I had on me, I darted out of the town and made my way to the first vault. Being chased by death claws, I escaped. Climbing over a mountain, I made my way into Vault 19. Not knowing exactly what was to come of this since I've never been in here, I lucked out and found non-hostile enemies. Running around in circles, I looted all the rooms, ending off with a good amount of caps and other assortments of heals. While there, I sort of realized that I wasn't going to get any weapons, so I may have started a few fights and lost all of them. So reloading back to a previous save, I got up and left, still with my dignity in hand. Stretching forward on this challenge, originally I was going to head into Vault 34, but realized that I wasn't going to make it past the geckos that guarded the outside, and decided to try my luck somewhere else. Not sure where to go next, but I decided that Vault 11 was where I was going to go. So, entering the door, I went through the cave, and laying next to a skeleton body, I found myself a weapon that I could use. Not being much, but enough to shoot. Going through the doors, I found an NCR dead body and stole everything he had on him. With that, the gun wasn't enough to take down the mantises that roamed the halls. I again left, but this time not empty-handed. Returning back to Vault 19, I fooled around with the dwellers. Going into VATS, I landed my shots, and put a few rounds through the head of my enemy. With him dead, I could get a useful gun. Then, everyone got aggroed on me. So the only way out of here is to fight everyone, which was my end goal anyway, so doesn't really matter. Fighting through, I found myself overwhelmed a few times and dying, but looting what I could from the bodies, I found myself some better armor, as well as some better loot. Looking through the rooms, I found some more bottle caps, which total up to around 600, which is nowhere near enough for the 2,000 needed to get into Vegas. With all I could get from the vault, I left and made my way into Vault 34. While walking around the entrance, I was attacked by some geckos, and holy, these bastards are difficult. Dying a lot more than I should have, I realized that I wasn't able to get past these guys and made my way to the outpost to get my first companion, Victoria. She's one of the better companions in the game. The best part is that there isn't any quest or anything necessary to get her. All you have to do is talk with her, that's it. Grabbing her, I took her back to Vault 34 and she helped me get past the geckos and into the vault. Mainly I just used her for free labor since I didn't really have the necessary weapons or skills to get far in here. Now I would like to say this is where I battled through and was able to get to the armory, but it was quite the opposite. Not only did I have to deal with the intense radiation, but I also was forced to fight mutated ghouls. Multiple mutated ghouls. I sort of contemplated throwing a toaster in my next bath. Just kidding. But it did cross my mind. Originally, this is where I wanted to end the video, so I started making a script. There's no way I'd be able to get more caps for the strip. I was soft locked and gave up. While looking up stuff related to the script, I found out that you can get into the strip by going through the train car. Train ram, whatever you want to call it. I completely no idea you could do this at all, so I got back into the game, tried it out, and made my way to the strip. With getting through, I made my way to Benny, and originally tried to kill him, but realized that I stood no chance, so I decided to go talk with Yes Man. Talking with him, I started the end road of the game, and going back down to Benny, and he's gone. Continuing with my Yes Man route, I grabbed a key card from the golf resort and went in to go say hi with Mr. House. Face to face though, and by means saying hi, I threw dynamite at him. Continuing on with my run, I got Mr. House out of the picture, but needed the platinum chip, and it looks like Benny got captured by Caesar. With the Mark of Kaiser, I made my way into Pirates Cove, or whatever it's called. Leaving Victoria behind, I rowed the boat across. Meeting with Kaiser, I got the platinum chip, and was tasked to destroy the robots that was housed in a vault. With Benny on his knees now, get this, Kaiser told me I could choose his death. So I did. I punched him. A lot. But he wasn't dying, so tried the next best thing and pulled out a knife. Once again, stabbing him for a lot. Like a lot. He wasn't dying. Until he literally fucking exploded. In proceeding, I got jumped by everybody in the tent. So, I thought I could choose his death. I'm not sure. But anyways, putting a hold on the vault, I didn't want to go deal with that just yet. I decided that I wanted to deal with everything else and leave that for last. If you don't know, every route of the game leads you to talking with the Brotherhood, cons, and all that. Main reason I chose the Yes Man route, though, was because not having to deal with any tribes. With only having a very, very limited amount of resources, I needed to spend as little time as possible. So with that, Yes Man was calling a name, where all you have to do is interact with said tribes, and with that, you're finished. Walking my ass from one side of the map to another, I dodged a mortar hellstorm that felt like D-Day, scaled mountains like I'm in the Sahara Desert, and died a lot more than I would like to say. Also, I ended up getting Victoria killed, but not before talking with the Brotherhood. Since with Victoria, if you go to the Brotherhood of Steel, all you have to do is just go up to the intercom and talk. And you have to deal with no sort of bullshit. But without her, you'd have to do some side quests and all that, which I'm just not gonna do, so Victoria was pretty helpful before she died. Anyways, she stayed dead because I didn't really feel like resetting, so kinda gonna be dead for the rest of the run. Was it stupid? A little, but I was kinda too lazy to reset. Playing with everyone that's needed, I decided to head back and actually finish the Platinum Chip. Entering, I used saves to mark my progress, but I'm classifying this as a vault. I mean, the house is a shit ton of robots that can be classified as an army. So, I don't know. With that, I took some fusion grenades and used them to kill the Mark IV turrets that lined the halls. With having to bounce around like an acrobatic, I eventually got tech down for getting through them. To be honest, it wasn't really tech, I just wanted to use that word. But got past the Securitrons on very, 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 very minimal health, put the Platinum Chip in to unlock the Horde of robots, and could leave. Getting back to Yes Man, he turned into the new Mr. House, and from here, it was smooth sailing. Which is what I want to say because my dumbass forgot about finishing the game. Instead of putting my skills in speech, I put them in stupid spots. So now I have to fight like Atlanteus, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. Sort of fucked myself hard on this playthrough, and I'm not going to put multiple hours into just getting my few levels up. So, it is what it is. But continuing on, I was given an option to protect President Kimball, but with not giving a rat's ass about him, ended up dying. Don't really care. Going to a substation, I flipped the power over to New Vegas. Then, I was able to start the fight at Hoover Dam. As you expect, just like this playthrough, I ratted, letting others fight for me until having to reach the Hoover Dam power station, where two guards blocked the door and made me improvise. I can't walk in there since if I do, they'll just shoot me, and as well I'm on literally like 1 health. Not really sure why I did it, but running around the area, I encountered some of Kaiser's assault and wrapped back around to the NCR soldiers for protection. Once the NCR soldiers got aggroed on them, I thought of entering the room then, and while entering, I thought they were going to shoot at me, but once the NCR soldiers killed them, they didn't pay any mind to me. I routed the power back to the bunker or vault, whatever you want to call it, flipped the switch to actually start it, and went back up to the top to get support from my robots. Waiting for the Legionnaires to get airstriked, I went through the door and got faced with reality. There is no way I'm going to defeat like Atlanteus. No way in hell. So, this is kind of where the run ends. While walking around, I found a gate with a ton of Securitrons behind it, which I mean, they would be useful right now, but I can't get to them. Anyways, can you beat Fallout New Vegas as Vault Hunter? Yes, but I'm an idiot, so no, I have failed this run. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing or liking. I don't really care. It's your choice. Have a damn good rest of your day, and I'll see you hopefully next time.